does this all lead as the can of worms has been opened, as Pandora's box is opening, as Democrats and media are starting to talk about the fact that Joe Biden is not well, that the country is in bad shape, all of those things, it's starting to pilfer out. Mainstream can't hold it much longer. Even Don Lemon over on CNN, he's starting to get it. By God, he's getting it. I can't believe it.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2024?
Don, you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh, he's the president of the United States. You know, I can't even keep up with it. We just got back from New Mexico. We just got back from California. That is not a question that we should be even asking. Just look at the work that he does. Look how he's delivering for the American public. Look, that article that we're talking about is hearsay. It's salacious. That's not what we care about. We care about how are we going to deliver for the American people? How are we going to make their lives better? That's what the president talks about. That is his focus. And that's where we're going to continue to focus on.
Grandpa's okay. Grandpa's okay. Sure, he pooped in his pants. He doesn't know where he is, but don't ask us any questions about that. He's okay. He's okay. Well, that response got her into a lot of trouble because people watched that response, which was obviously just sort of punting it and the way she laughed it off. And it's like, she knows, everyone knows. That's what we all must do. We must stop participating in the lie. We all know something's wrong with Joe Biden. It is what it is. I don't take any great joy in that, right? He's the pilot of the plane. The United States is the plane. I wish the pilot was competent. He ain't. But her muddled answer got her into even more trouble. So she put out this tweet, to be clear, which is what they always say, to be clear, as the president has said repeatedly, he plans to run in 2024. So, okay, that's more PR nonsense. It's just more lying. He is not running in 2024. As a matter of fact, if you're in the mainstream media and you watch the Rubin Report, hosted by Dave Rubin, what I might recommend you do is every time a well-known Democrat is out there, let's say a Hillary Clinton or a Barack Obama, they should only be asked one thing. Will you support Joe Biden in 2024? And let's see how honest they are, because they all know he ain't going to run, and they know that they won't be supporting him, A, because he's not going to run, but they wouldn't support him anyway because this whole thing is a complete farce. But the other interesting piece of that is if you flash back to the video that I showed you a few minutes ago when Peter Doocy asked her about Joe Biden running, she said, oh, I'm not allowed to say anything like that. Then, of course, she puts out a tweet saying just that. So there's some inconsistency there, too. Okay, so be it. Let's go back to Don Lemon, who, I don't know what's going on with Don. Maybe, what do you think happened? Maybe he had some mushroom supplements or something. Something's going on, but Don at least had a moment or two of not being horrifically awful.
Many economists do cite the war in Ukraine and supply chain issues. We did have that before the war, supply chain issues. They also say that last year's stimulus package, which you mentioned, contributed to inflation, Karine. Does the Biden administration bear some responsibility for this?
So, first of all, the American Rescue Plan met the moment, and it has put us in a place where we can actually put us in a place where the American people feel we can take on inflation. What I mean by that is we've seen growth, right, with as I mentioned, more than 8 million jobs, and now we're transitioning into a stable growth. The president actually wrote an op-ed to discuss that himself, lay out his plan on how we're going to bring down inflation, and so that's really important. In order to take this on, we got to have be in a good historic economic place, which is where we are right now.
All right, Lemon. Look, man, when you get one right, I'll credit you. So good for you. You asked the right question. Again, she keeps saying the complete reverse of the truth. The American Rescue Plan, it's something like, it's nothing. She just says nothing, but it's sort of like, oh, this thing put us in a place to kind of know what we're doing, so maybe we're going to get better and things will be okay. And I hope so. No, the American Rescue Plan is what added to the deficit. It is what added to inflation. It was printing more money that we don't have that has caused this very problem. But these people are all so deep. They are so deep in the lies that they don't know how to get out of it.